What's up guys, it's USA Specialist, and I try my very best to give Battlefield the benefit of the doubt. A lot has happened over the past few years, many of the devs have moved on to the next project, and the whole ecosystem behind Battlefield is much different than it was. However, many of those differences are that Battlefield now has multiple AAA studios working on the franchise, while being funded by a multi-billion-dollar corporation with all new leadership that's talking about ambition and scale. As Season 6 wrapped up, I and other creators noted that Battlefield had gone over 150 days without a title update. Nearly 6 months with one map and a few weapons, while the executives ran around shouting hype words like scale, ambition, quality, and innovation. While last season's content drought hurt, I was hoping it was because DICE was really cooking up something special for Season 7. They advertised 2 new maps, and spoke about a new faction all based around a fan-favorite location. However, Season 7 is an absolute joke, built upon months of deception and limited content, most of which we won't see for another couple months. While I'm intrigued by the weapons, maps, and stealth bomber, they all come with massive caveats, first of which we won't be getting almost any of it at the beginning of the season. The reworked map Stadium, the Stealth Bomber, and the new LMG will all be coming later, according to Battlefield Bulletin. But don't worry, you can buy the Battle Pass right now, before the season has even come out. By the time Season 7 releases, it'll have been near or makes no difference 6 months since we got our last content drop. And now DICE is advertising content to sell a Battle Pass, while that content won't be here for at least several more weeks, probably coming during a mid-season refresh. They're trying to do the Call of Duty Season Reloaded model, but they have nowhere near the amount of content to do so. Well, when I say they don't have content, one thing they do have a ton of are paid cosmetics. While I'm not typically that hard on cosmetics, this season feels like a tipping point where DICE has totally prioritized paid cosmetics to such an extent that after 6 months, they're advertising a half-complete season just because they have a battle pass that's ready to go. This thing is stuffed with paid cosmetics, all the while they're trying to brush the half-baked content under the rug. And speaking of half-baked content, DICE knew exactly what they were doing when they advertised quote-unquote 2 new maps. DICE has been dodging questions on this for weeks, not showing footage or screenshots of Stadium, because guess what? It's just recycled content. And while I do personally enjoy that section of the map, it still shows how willing DICE and EA are to twist words and bend marketing because they know what they're doing isn't what players want. They are actively creating content they know will upset the fanbase and leaving out key details like how these items are delayed. I know I'm being harsh, but EA and DICE are actively trying to deceive fans while charging a premium for content that isn't even done yet, nor is it even new. Both Stadium and Haven use recycled assets. All this talk of a new faction is just code for new paid cosmetics. Marquee content like a map, vehicle, and weapons are delayed even further, and everything is months overdue. Now, while Season 7 will most likely be a net positive for the game, it's how DICE is being so shady with their marketing and how they act as if this is totally acceptable behavior. The team behind Battlefield is currently unable to deliver a season's worth of basic content after several months, but insists on charging a premium and acting as if everything is just fine and dandy. There's obviously issues at DICE, whether it's management telling the devs to slow down production, the majority of talent moving on to the next game, or something more sinister. But either way, if DICE marketed and priced their content accordingly, the player base would be so much happier. I understand that Battlefield 2042 is just a placeholder meant to stay on life support until the next game. But perhaps have more dev talks and bring the community along with you so DICE can manage expectations. EA and DICE talk about 2042 like it's a full-blown AAA live service. The executives at EA talk about Battlefield as a global superpower at the core of their portfolio right beside Madden and FIFA. But they don't deliver on any of those promises. They talk with such authority, but on days like today, the fanbase can see right through it. If you're gonna call yourself a live service, then step up and deliver content on a regular schedule. But even after all this talk from EA about how Battlefield is recovering, their content in both quality and quantity is falling behind. This reveal makes Season 6 feel like an accidental success, and that the team has now lost their momentum, fan respect, and players' attention after so many months of drought. I was super excited for this season. After months of dev time, the advertising of multiple maps, and expectations of a real turning point after EA highlighted the franchise in their earnings call. But instead, I'm left scratching my head, asking whether DICE is this incompetent or this sinister as we continue waiting for recycled content. But guys, drop those comments below and tell me if you think Season 7 will be anywhere near the heights of Season 6. For everything else Battlefield, stay tuned and subscribe, and as always, thank you guys for watching.